Lemon, lemon, lemon. Everywhere. I love lemon everywhere. My challenge with salmon and fish in general is that I know it's healthy, I know I'm supposed to eat it, but getting it to taste good can be a challenge. So this is why this recipe is one of my go-tos, because it's very easy, fast, simple, a few nice ingredients, and I know it's good for me and it looks good, so it can't go wrong. So let's get started. Let's talk about the ingredients. To keep this recipe simple, I love using the fresh Atlantic salmon that I get from Costco because it's filleted already and deboned so that I don't have to worry about that. As far as the citrus, you can use whatever citrus you prefer. In my case, I'm using orange, lemon, and tangerines. It gives a really nice, sweet, tart, and tangy combination, and acidity. Those are my favorite, but you can use whatever you have handy. In terms of the herbs, I'm using fresh dill and fresh parsley, but if you don't have them fresh, you can just use dry parsley and dry dill. And the spices are surprisingly very simple. It's just garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, chili flakes if desired, garlic, and some honey. And I saved the best for last, that pomegranate, because I'm going to show you how I love to spank those. Have all your ingredients in place as this recipe goes by really fast. So pre-measure all your spices and have everything sliced and ready. When slicing your citrus fruits, make sure that those slices are on the thin side. And don't discard the ends. I use that to use the juice for the glaze, so don't throw them away. Next, for the glaze, in a small bowl, combine olive oil and honey and mix them really well. Next, add the minced or chopped garlic, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika. This is a great place to see if you want a little bit more olive oil, more of any of the spices, so keep tasting it so that it's to your liking. Next, I'm adding the juice from all the little pieces left from the citrus, the ones that are not as pretty, so that we can make the best out of all this and use the juice. Add some salt and pepper and continue to mix and keep tasting. And then we'll add our herbs, whether it be fresh or dry. So I'm adding parsley first and some dill. Of course, fresh is best because it's a totally different flavor. So the way I cut these, I don't even chop them or anything. I just basically give it a haircut with the kitchen shears. I'm pretty sure that's not what they do at Top Chef, but hey, it's practical, it's easy, and it's funny, so why not? Continue to combine them together and taste them and adjust the flavor. Now I'm adding chili flakes. This will add a little bit of a kick to it, not spicy, just a little bit of a kick. That's optional, but I feel like with the honey and the citrus of the lemon is a really nice combination. Next, line a cookie sheet with parchment paper and place your salmon tray in front of you to visualize where you'll need to place each slice and how much space to have so you can have the fillets nice and spaced in between them. Then place the lemon and orange slices on the bottom and then the salmon fillets on top. All the salmon fillets should have ample space in between them. Oh, look at that. I love it when things fit perfectly where they're supposed to go. So next, let's go ahead and put that glaze on top of the salmon and rub it really well and distribute it evenly throughout each one of the fillets. Now just top with the rest of your citrus, tangerines, lemon, and orange slices. I'm just having fun with it, doing a mix and match thing, but you do you. Something I do love is the times that I did get these tangerines and the lemons really thin and they were broiled. They taste so good because they're caramelized and crunchy. Now take your work of art and place it on the lowest part of your oven on the rack and broil it from 12 to 14 minutes depending on how thick the fillets are and how hot the heat of your oven is. So after 10 minutes, check on them. While that's in there, it's perfect time to make some quick rice. This is Jasmine rice, 2 cups. It's very important to wash it until the water runs clear. The reason is you want to get rid of all the excess starch, which is what makes the rice be mushy. So by rinsing it and waiting for the water to be clear, makes it come out better. So just rinse well and drain it. You can use sushi rice, brown rice, white rice, whatever you prefer. For this, I love that jasmine rice is so quick and easy and very fragrant, so it doesn't really need much. Add it to a pot and add 3 cups of cold water and place over medium-high heat and wait for it to come to a boil. Cover and then bring it down to a simmer and allow it to simmer for about 15 minutes or until the liquid is gone. You can check that by just checking the side. Once your salmon is done, remove from the oven and set it on a cooling rack so that you can place a little bit of the glaze that we made, or if you don't have that anymore, you can just add a drizzle of olive oil, a little bit more of the fresh herbs, lemon, salt, pepper, and the thing that makes this look so pretty, the pomegranates. So this is a very simple but satisfying way to open these pomegranates and get those rubies out. I call it spanking pomegranates, and it's one of my favorite things to do because it releases some stress and I enjoy it and have fun. So the first thing I do is take off the top where the stem is. I'm only scoring, I'm not going so deep into the pomegranate. Once that's perfectly scored and I take the top, you'll be able to see where the membranes come together. You'll see lines. It's almost like a little division between the chamber of each one of the rooms where all the rubies are. So you just want to score lightly with the knife down to the bottom, but not all the way down on each one. And then you simply open it with your hands without ripping it all completely apart. You just open it and it looks like a star. And then just remove the membrane from the middle and any little floating pieces of membrane that can be just right there. And then you flip it upside down and just spank it. I'm using a wooden spoon that's quite open to cover more surface. I continue to rotate all the way around. Then when you flip it over, you'll notice it's pretty much all of it already on the bowl. Then just remove from the bowl the excess little bits of membrane that could have fallen in there so that it's nothing but the pomegranate seeds. Now for the bowl, I always love to use very deep bowls, but for the sake of the video, I'm using something not as deep and see-through to make it easier for you to see what's going on. And sprinkle them generously on top of each fillet and save some on the side for when you plate. To plate, I grabbed a bowl and I'm spraying it with avocado oil. Grab the rice and pack it really well in the bowl, making sure it's nice and compact and straight, as the top is going to be the bottom. Place it on the plate and unmold. That's a beautiful little mountain of rice, but since the salmon is quite thick this time, I'm going to go ahead and flatten it a little bit more. For that, I'm using a rubber spatula to make it easy, and I'm just shaping it and molding it so that what stands out is the salmon without it being too high. When laying it on the rice, just be really careful so that it won't break off. So you can add a little bit of dill, a little bit more of the pomegranates, or a little bit of a drizzle of oil just to make it nice and glossy. Now, something I love about this recipe and the flexibility of it, sometimes you can make it more Asian-y and add some ginger and soy sauce or hoisin sauce. I love the hoisin sauce glaze, sometimes even on this one, because it's so flavorful and sweet. I love the citrus, even on my drink. You can have this with like white wine and make it a nice romantic dinner, or just, you know, with friends. There's just so many things that you can do with this. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, you can do this with like quinoa and different types of rice, but you know what? Right now I'm smelling the jasmine rice, and because it's so fragrant, the aromas of everything combines so neatly. So I think I do prefer to do it with jasmine rice. That way the salmon is the thing that stands out the most. It's so good, you guys. You know what I love? It's not fishy at all. Don't forget your lemon. That's really important on all your fish. The sweetness of the honey and some of the citrus with the pomegranates, the flavors just combine so nicely. This tastes as good as it looks. Please continue to ask for more recipes so I can make them for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video, please. And check out the other videos on the channel. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.